Nam, and this is Viet. We are Group Vietnam. As you know, the Middle Age in Europe or the feudal times in Asia was the era of kings and queens, of emperors and generals. This period is famous for the diversity in culture, arts, music, and just basically the society itself. In this video, we're gonna take a brief look at this topic. To be more specific, we will talk about the social structure and the difference between countries and the two most typical Asian nations in this time, which were Japan and China.
Firstly, we will discuss about Europe. The European feudal system was created after the fall of the western half of Roman Empire. This decentralized Europe. Then many small feudal kingdoms ruled by monarchs were formed. The hierarchy of this feudal system consisted of 5 classes. The highest rank in this system was the king or monarch. They ruled their entire kingdom and had all the power to control the economy and military. These rulers also sanctioned their pass of their land to the next level of the system, also known as the noble. These people were important sub-rulers, given land by kings, and in turn they provided military troops as well as grains and food. The next class in the society is knights, who was known to be the head of fighting force of the kingdom. These fighters were noble high-class warriors who were trained from young age to fight for nobles and monarchs. Some knights can even be given land to build their own properties. The second lowest class in the feudal system was peasants. They were simply farmers and merchants. These people served under the power of those above class and worked to provide the high class with food and laboring. The lowest class in the feudal system was slaves. Slaves did not the right as normal persons, and they were considered just like goods for sale. People who had money bought slaves to do all kinds of tasks, from cleaning to even fighting. The feudal system was strict, and it was almost impossible for people in low class to rise in social rank and get a better life. Most people would stay the same until they die. The church played an important role in the European feudal system. Church have restabilized Europe after the collapse of Roman Empire. The head of the church was the Pope, and in many places, these people even have more power than the king himself.
Next up is Japanese feudalism. The first part started at the end of the Nara period in 794 AD. The second period, starting at 1185 AD, was the Edo or Tokugawa period, which got its name from how Tokugawa Ieyasu came to power after defeating the previous ruler in the Battle of Sekigahara. The feudal system in Japan was quite similar to that of Europe's, with some major differences. The head of feudal system was the emperor. Even though he was known to be the ruler of Japan, the emperor didn't have much power as well as social status. The real rulers of the Japan were military leaders known as the shogun. The shogun had all the power to rule the country, especially in military. The lower rank than shogun was daimyos. These people were considered as the nobles of Japanese feudal system. Below daimyos were samurai. They were also high-class warriors who gave the shogun his power by fighting for him in battles. The next 3 classes were peasants, artisans, and finally merchants. All these people provide different services for their countries. Peasants were farmers and fishermen and made up 90% of Japanese population. Artisans were the crafts people who made many different things to sell for other class. The lowest rank were merchants who did the job of trading items throughout Japan. After Japan is China. Chinese feudalism has a king or emperor who ruled the entire empire, and the king gave the land to his lords was the second highest rank in this society. The lords ruled the land, and in turn they sent soldiers to the king to fight and protect him from any attack. The last tier was peasants who farmed and gave a portion of their crops to the lord, and the lords then gave a payment to the king to earn the right to keep ruling their land. So, in short, the king is the one who benefiting from the whole system.
So now we will look into the differences. The first difference is the rulers. In Europe and China, the monarch or the emperor had all the power in his hand and controlled their entire kingdom. But in Japan, the empire was considered as the child of a Shinto god. They was worshipped by their people, but they did not have the real power and social status. All of those things belong to the shogun. The next difference is the lower class in the society. In Europe, the lower class was slaves who didn't have any freedoms and had to serve on all kinds of tasks. In Japan and China, these people was merchants and farmers. They still have their freedoms to do their work and have a normal life. And the final difference is the religions. In China, people follow Buddhism, and in Japan, it is Shinto, and in Europe, the religions was Christianity. So that is the end of the video. We hope that we have provided you with some useful information, and thank you for listening.